Welcome to Sweet Soul Pilates. Please remember to engage your core, protect your spine, breathe, and be sweet to you. Today we have an 18-minute waist and core exercise. We'll take a moment to get settled in on the mat, but we will be starting out with some cat-cows like we've done before. So we'll come onto our knees and our hands, and let's begin. And last one. And now we're going to step one foot back at a time for our lift backs. So we're lifting towards our feet, back to plank, back into the lift back towards our feet. We'll do a few of these. And last one. So now we're going to come onto our left hip for some hip raises with an arm raise. Feel free to watch me first. I'm just lifting my hip off the mat, raising my arm as I'm lifting up and back down. Lots of control here so you aren't rolling your body forward. You really want to engage your side abdomens with that hip lift. Last one. Now we'll extend our right leg, resting on our left. And we're going to take some side crunches. So our leg and our arm is extending and then coming back together for a crunch. Last one. We'll stay in this position with our leg extended. And we're going to return to some hip raises, but now we're reaching our arm completely overhead, using that extended leg as support, keeping our foot on the mat. And last one. So now we'll lay all the way down on our left side with our legs bent, pointing our toes slightly up in the air for some clamshells. So we're opening and closing our knees. Lots of control here as well to be sure that you aren't rocking too much in your waist. Nice pace here. And last one. So we'll bring everything around to our right side now. So we're on our right hip. And we're going to go straight into those hip raises. So our legs are bent. And we're raising our arm as we're raising our hip. And last one. And now we'll extend that top leg, leaving the other bent. And we're going to go into those side crunches. So we're extending our leg and our arm, and then bringing them together for a crunch. We'll take a few of these. And last one. Now we'll bring that leg back to extended for some additional hip raises. But now we're reaching our arm completely overhead and back down into that hip raise. And last one. So now we're laying down completely on the same side with our legs bent, toes pointed and slightly in the air for those clamshells. And please remember that this is a nice and controlled move, keeping our hips in place, not too much rocking in the waist. And last one. So now we're going to come up on our knees and our hands. We're going to bring our knee towards our chest and that leg into a leg extension. So knee to chest, leg extension. A nice controlled swing here. And last one. And we'll repeat this on the other side. So knee to chest, leg extension, knee to chest, leg extension. And as you're extending that leg, you will give it a nice little lift, but not too much emphasis on lifting, really just on extending. Last one. And now we're going to bring our knee to our elbow for a side crunch. I'm starting on my left side. Now feel free to bring your leg back down to the mat, but I am allowing it to stay above the mat each time I bring my knee to my elbow and return my leg to center. So I'm really swinging it around towards my elbow. And we'll repeat this on the other side. So now I'm on my right side. And again, I'm swinging that knee over to my elbow and keeping my leg up. This is a nice crunch for our side and for our waist. And last one. And now we'll come up on our knees and we're going to take some arm swings. So arms overhead, swinging both of our arms down towards our feet, and we will be alternating sides. So left side, overhead, right side, overhead. And last one. And now we're going to come onto our left knee with our right leg extended, hands behind our head for some side bends. So we are bending on both sides, and really focus on bringing your elbow towards that leg and the other. And we'll switch over to the other side. So now we're on our opposite leg, extending the other leg, hands behind our head, and we're taking our side bends. Again, really bringing that elbow down towards our leg and the other leg. Last one. And now we'll come onto our knees in preparation for alternate leg, alternate arm, extension, and then bringing our knee towards our chest. So we're extending and bringing it in. Nice and controlled here. And last one. And we will repeat on the opposite side. So depending on what leg and arm you started with, go ahead and switch into an extension and knee to chest. And last one. So now we're going to come down on our backs with our legs bent. And we're going to take some chin to chest crunches. Feel free to place your hands behind your head for additional support. And we're slightly lifting, again bringing our chin to chest for a crunch. And last one. We're going to extend our left leg with our right leg bent, and we're going to bring our elbow towards our knee. And then we'll extend that leg back up, bringing our elbow to our knee. And last one. And we'll switch over to the other side. So now our right leg is extended, bringing our elbow to our right knee. And last one. And now we're going to bring our knee towards our chest, one leg at a time. And last one. And then we'll switch over to the other leg, bringing our knee towards our chest and back down. And last one. And we'll stay in this position for our last move. We're going to be taking double tap, double knee to chest. Feel free to place your hands behind your head or alongside you, whatever's comfortable. Last one. And give yourself a nice squeeze and roll up. And we are done for today. I'll see you next time.